What is up, my boys? What's up, boys? How's everyone doing? Going live for the first time without having a reason to go live. Let me know you guys can hear me. Let me know you guys can see me. Got a ton of you guys already in here. 43 you guys in here. 34 thumbs up. It's like a little bit of a reverse numbers. What's up, DM Fins? What's up, Vic517? What is up, everybody? Ryan Dunn's in here. It's 2 a.m. for me. Should I sleep or watch this live? Go to sleep, Ryan. Go to sleep. Nirvana, what is up, bud? Johnny Warner, what's up? Clement, Matthew, Nick, Rosen, SM, Matthew Kelly, Fanatic13, Ryan. I'm not tired, but I'll probably regret it. If you got work tomorrow, Ryan, I say you go siesta. What's up, Neil? What's up, Andrew? What's up, everybody? What's up, Vic? How you doing, brother? Doug is still... Nah, I'm here, Jose. I had to put the baby to sleep. And then me and the wife had dinner. I started watching. This is... We'll get into the Dolphin football stuff in a few seconds. But I started watching Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, check out Army of the Dead. Eudotus. I think I said that's right. Welcome to the membership, my bud. Let me make you a mod for joining the membership. Welcome, my brother. Hey, Doug Dolphin from Brooklyn. What's up, Simply Fins from Brooklyn? Doug, put the helmet on, please. I need it for my Twitter pic. It doesn't fit. It's on Netflix, Terrence. Check it out. Dave Bautista's in it. We had about 30 minutes left, but I had to come on here, do my live stream with my boys. What'd you have for dinner? I made shrimp tacos, and they were delicious. How can you join the membership? There should be a join button right next to the subscribe button. That's how you could join the membership. Yeah, it doesn't fit. So what I want here, I'll show you. I'll take it off without breaking anything. So if you guys can see, the padding on the inside of this sucker is thick. It's super thick. So what I want to do with this, look, this is a legit helmet. You got to read that. It literally says, do not remove this card until helmet is issued to a player. It's literally what that says. I want to put different pads in it, and I want to put a different face mask on it. I'm thinking the green face mask and a visor. And yeah. So that's what I want to. I'm going to do that to the helmet. Okay, let me try to put this back without knocking anything over. All right. Were you surprised by the Hunter Long pick? I was very surprised. Because I didn't think tight end was a need, but I'm all right with it. Do you think the Fins split the series matchup with the Bills? I do. I think that the Dolphins got better. I think they got. Look at this. You guys not telling me that the Dolphin logo is crooked? The first game against the Bills, the Dolphins almost won that game. That second game, I'm not going to talk about the second game, but the first game, they almost won that game. So yeah, I think they will. Doug, who catches the first touchdown this season? It would be poetic if it was Devontae Parker. Devontae Parker caught the first touchdown of Tua's career. Why not the first touchdown of a season? Doug, I didn't even realize you had memberships. Yes, different tiers. You can ask the members when I do videos like the wide receiver position battle video. I'm going to record that Sunday night. So if you're a member, you get to see that as soon as I'm done recording it. And then everyone else will see it Monday at 11 o'clock or noon. Robert says, Doug, how's the baby? She's good. She's doing really good. She's getting big. She's getting heavy. First touchdown of our Super Bowl season, you mean? This is water. I'm just drinking water. We got Hunter because it has something to do with Gesicki's contract here. Again, if I'm the Dolphins, I am re-signing Gesicki before the season starts or during the season. I'm not letting... If they let him go into the offseason without a contract, he's gone. I do not watch the NBA, Andres, but I know that the Heat is doing really well. So are the Knicks and the Nets, I think, are doing really well. Is your hair in the front starting to gray right here? I don't know if you guys ever noticed this. That I have a patch of gray, and I got that in my senior year of college. I didn't used to have this, and then my senior year of college, I got a patch of gray right here. Doug, what to make of Deshaun Watson rumors starting up again? I'll talk about that. Again, this is a Q&A video. You guys ask questions. I'll answer them. I wanted to try to get you guys on here, but I had some technical difficulties, so I won't be able to use the StreamYard, but I will be going live more often, more frequently, so I'll be able to get you guys on so you guys can physically ask me questions. But the whole Deshaun Watson situation, what I'm hearing is the legal issues on that aren't going to dissipate or aren't going to get any better until they're thinking next year. What's up, Mike? So they're thinking he might not even play this year. That's why they brought in didn't they get Tyrod Taylor, and then they brought in another quarterback? So that's what I'm hearing, that it's going to get pushed to next year. So I was compromising with people who really want Deshaun Watson instead of Tua, which I don't get. But yeah. Are you a hockey fan? I am not. I tried to get into hockey. I'm baseball and football. What will be the best game this season for us? Let me pull up the schedule. Sure, hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes real quick. We are at 185 in the room. We only got 81 likes. Let's get to 100 likes while I pull up the schedule. Got you beat on the gray hair, Doug. Yeah, Vic. Vic, you pull it off, though. Vic looks good with his gray hair. He looks real good. So you pull it off. It's going to be Florida Super Bowl this year. Oh, no, not the Watson crap again. Don't worry. Symbiotic. I'm not 119. Wow, you guys killed it. I'm not talking about it. Just I'm answering you guys' questions. Whatever you got, I'll answer. How do you think the secondary will pan out with all the bodies we brought in? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I'm trying to find a schedule that doesn't have me to scroll. I could just look at it. Hello, Doug. It's been a minute. How are you, bro? I'm doing good, Cedric. How are you doing, bud? I'll trade your gray for no hair. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. All right, I found one. So, looking at this schedule, a lot of people don't like the schedule. They think that the first 8 games are going to be hard. Division games are always toss-ups. They're always like, you never know with division games, Patriots, Bills, Jets, because we might even go into the Jets game on November 21st, the first one, think, oh, we got this, but you never know. Irving with the $2 donation says, Will Fuller ranked as the 9th best pass catcher by Next Gen. I'm so excited to see what they do. Doug, what baseball team do you support? You want me to say? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what baseball team I support? Who knows? Oh, I'll wait. I'll let one of you guys answer that question. Yep. You guys got it. You guys got it. Kevin, Justin, and you Dotis got it. Mets, baby. Screw the Yankees. I hate the Yankees. I'm Mets. Mets all day, every day. Born and raised Mets, born and raised Dolphins. It's funny. Funny how that works. Hey, Doug, what is your most anticipated game this year? I'm very excited. It depends, because at some point we're going to be, in the playoff berth and all that stuff. I'm very interested to see the Titans game. The Ravens game. I'm trying to go to the Ravens game. Listen, monkey man. Listen, monkey man. I saw it. Don't worry, monkey man. Not too good. I just finished dialysis. Well, I hope you feel better, Cedric. Who is the biggest threat to us in the regular season? Ravens always. Bills always. Colts. A lot of people are underestimating the Colts. Titans. I'm not that scared of the Giants, the Patriots, the Jets, the Panthers, or the Texans. But like everyone else is kind of a threat. Hope the Dolphins destroy the Ravens. I'm trying. So a lot of you guys always ask me, what game am I going to? And me and my dad, I talked to him last weekend, and I brought up the Ravens game because I've never been to a night game in Florida. Every game I've ever went to was a Sunday 1:00 game. I've never been to a night game, and I'd like to go to a night game, and I'd like to go to the Ravens game on November 11th. But when I said it to him, you could see in his face that he was like, "Oh yeah, we can go to that game." And I think that it's due to the fact, we're going to have to take off multiple days of work versus if we go to a Sunday game, you only have to take off Monday. So I don't think he's going to want to go to the Ravens game. So I'm thinking we're going to the Texans game on November 7th. And I will be at the Jets game on November 21st here in New Jersey. So I will be there. Hey, Doug, I see us beating the Ravens this year, especially with our defense. Lamar is going to be running for his life. I hope so. The Ravens always have our number. I'm going to, Andres. Me and TD, as soon as he finds out what game I'm going to, he's going to go to the same game, and we're going to try to do something cool for everybody. I went to Miami and Jacksonville last year, Thursday night. Oh, that's awesome. Because I don't like the heat. Like right now in Florida and Jersey, it's 90 degrees. I got my central air bumping. I'm not a heat person. That's why whenever I go to the home games, I always get the home side because I'm not about sitting in the sun. So I'd love to go to a night game and just be able to sit there and enjoy it and not have the heat on me. The only team that worries me is the Bucs this season. I'm not that worried about the Bucs. I don't know if it's because, the Dolphins always have his number, but I'm not that worried about the Bucs. I might have a little bit of a slump. Dougie, how are you feeling about gray jerseys alternate? I'd have to see it. So who do you think will be wide receiver 1? Devontae Parker. I think that's who wide receiver 1 will be. I can't do the cold in November, December up there in New York. I love the cold. Me and my dad went to the Giants game in 2019, and it was freezing. It was so cold. If you guys don't know about the Meadowlands, that I call it, but it's now MetLife. The way the stadium used to be built, it faced the wind of the water because you have the water like the way New Jersey is. You got the water here, and the wind in the Meadowlands is what we used to call it. But again, it's MetLife would whip inside the stadium. So when it was cold out, playing in the Jets or the Giants at home, they had that advantage of the wind whipping inside the stadium. When you would have to like go get like a hot chocolate or whatever you were drinking to take a break from that cold and that wind in the tunnels. So it was cold, that Giants game, but I loved it. That's where I got this hat from. If you guys have been with me for a while, I was wearing this hat at the Giants game. I think me and my dad did a live stream tailgate. I met Little Lauderdale. He came from Florida, and I bought this hat. So I was rocking this hat in the for the Giants game. Buffalo on Halloween. That's crying. 1:00. I'm gonna have to trick or treat real quick with my daughter, and then get on the live stream. Definitely want to show up to the game. You and TD. Yeah. It's going to be fun. Like I said, we're going to coordinate. I'm thinking if it's not the Thursday night game, because my dad doesn't want to take off too many days of work, it'll be the November 7th game against the Texans. Hey, Doug, hopefully we can get a Fin fan meetup going when the Fins are in LA for the Super Bowl. I don't know if I'll go. I don't know if I got the money for that many trips. I remember the live stream at the Giants game. Yeah, I had a lot of you guys in that live stream. Your man cave / office has me drooling, bro, so bad. Thank you. This took a while. This took a long time. And then also, if you look on this side, this is where, so this is my nerd shelf. And then that's my new TV. I got it. My mother-in-law donated a nice 32-inch so I can watch the games and the draft and everything on that. But this is my nerd shelf. Up here, see that Batmobile on the top? That's made out of Legos. That took me forever. But yeah, that's the nerd side of the office. It's over there. So yeah, this is my office. Once we bought the house, I was gifted this office because I'm trying to make doing this stuff with you guys my career. How do you think the defense will play this year? I'm concerned that we'll start slow since we lost a lot of our captains. A lot of people talk about that. That's a very good question, Armed Bandit. A lot of people talk about that, and a lot of people are worried because last year we started slow and they're afraid that, you look at the first 4 games, Patriots, Bills, Raiders, Colts, we can't afford to start slow, right? Even the Bucks. We can't afford to start 0-4, 1-5, 1-4, whatever you want to say. We keep forgetting that last year we did not have an off season. We didn't have training camp. We didn't have OTAs. We didn't have mini camp. We didn't have preseason. We had nothing. They had 2 weeks to get ready for the season, and they got thrown into it. So those first 4 games where they were kind of struggling was because of not being able to be ready for it. So I honestly think that now that we have a preseason and everything, and now that we have a camp and everything, I think the Dolphins will probably start off hot. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat the Patriots easily. You like the new Patch 5 shirt with Waddle and Tua, and why do you pronounce percent different every time? What do you mean, Ryan? I pronounce percent every time differently, but we lost a lot of our captains this year. We don't know what the camaraderie was like in the locker room, so we don't know if losing Kyle Van Noy and Bobby McCain and whoever the other captain was, Fitz, is going to be a big thing. Talk AFC with the $2 donation. Who is your favorite wide receiver on the Dolphins? I love Albert Wilson. I seriously love Albert Wilson, and I think he'll be incredibly dynamic with Tua. He just needs to get a shot, and he needs to not have the hip injury still be affecting him, but I don't think he will. He's up there. I like Waddle. I think Waddle is just going to be super, super dangerous. Sometimes it's percent, sometimes it's percent. It's a northern thing, I'm assuming. Yeah. Or sometimes, a lot of times when I talk really quick and my brain is raffling off, I say things differently. Which uniform logo do you prefer? This one. This is my favorite logo. I love the dark green of the early 2000s. This logo, I love that color. But if we're going throwback, I want to go throwback. I got the customized jersey back there. Show us your tats. Well, which ones do you want to see? So I got this, which is the medical symbol for my mother. I got this before I started dating my now wife. So they're both nurses, so it just works out. The Dolphins emblem on the inside. I have the 2 paw prints for my 2 dogs that aren't with me anymore, Jack and Kobe. A vial of toxic sludge, which essentially is the whole theme. A scroll on the inside that says nothing in this world that's worth having comes easy, because I've been through a lot of struggles in my life. I have a koi fish, a zombified koi fish. I have a reel in here. That's my degree in media. I have the lotus flower. And then on my chest, I have the dragon, which is half dead. And the whole sleeve is zombified. So if you notice, like, this is half zombied. The Dolphins logo is like rusted, and like everything is scroll is like tearing apart. It's all zombified. The whole theme of my sleeve is zombies, but they all have a lot of meaning to them. That is the throwback. I like it too. What made you a Dolphin fan being from Jersey? My father. Watching my father's love of the team, and then watching Dan Marino made me a Dolphins fan. Herbert was the pick, not Tua. Well, we never know, Chris. It's way too early to tell. Way too early to tell. Hey, it might have been. It might have been. Look, go 3 years, 4 years from now, we might be sitting there and Tua might still be struggling. Tua might suck completely and isn't even with the Dolphins anymore. And Herbert is, constant 4,000 yard, 10, 20 touchdown, five. Like he's just great. And we messed up. Or Tua is the guy. Tua shows what he did in Alabama isn't a fluke, and he's doing it with the Dolphins. And Herbert becomes the next RG3. Guys, a lot of guys forget that RG3 won Rookie Offensive Player of the Year and then disappeared. Yes, because of the injury, but injuries can happen to players. Do you think Tua and Fitz are texting buddies? Yes. I think they built that relationship. They were such good friends. What's your expectations for Waddle, his rookie season? I don't have many expectations for them. I just want him to just, when he gets the ball in his hand, be dynamic. Don't fumble it, catch it. That's all I care. Fins up Super Bowl this year? Yes, sir, Johnny Warren. I had season tickets when Marino came in. That's awesome. What do you think about possible offensive rookie and defensive rookie for Waddle and Phillips? I'd love that. If Phillips plays like he did last year, I don't think there's a problem with him potentially becoming defensive rookie of the year. Because when it comes to rookies of the year or even defensive player of the year and all that stuff, they love pass rushers because we all knew Xavier Howard should have won defensive player of the year. Is Herbert overrated? No, I don't think Herbert's overrated. Herbert's a very good quarterback, a very, very good quarterback. My whole thing is don't compare Herbert to Tua yet because they had two different off seasons. Completely. How many wide receivers make this team? I'd say 6. Miami will have a very good year. I agree. Doug, what do you think about Giants and what your record prediction for us? Just looking at it, I see us winning 11 games. And what do I think about the Giants? They're going to be dangerous. They had a lot of players and pieces that are going to make them very dangerous. The record prediction video is coming out the Tuesday before the season starts. What's up, Warrior? I don't think Josh Allen would be this good after his first 2 years. I hope the same for Tua. What do you think about Allen his first 2 years? Allen was incredibly inconsistent. It's just inconsistent, and he could not, just inaccurate, and he was bad. Then they bring in Stephon Diggs, and all of a sudden, he's playing fantastic. Is it because of Stephon Diggs? Well, we'll find out. But I just find it funny. 3 months till preseason, Doug. Is it 3 months? It's like 2 months. I think August 12th is the first preseason game. Yeah, Kevin. Xbox or PlayStation, but I do have them both because there's some just Xbox games that I like to play. How many running backs will make the team this year? I think 4. Starting 11 on defense. Wilkins, Zeiler, Phillips. See, but I think Phillips is going to be an outside linebacker. It depends. That's a hard question. 3-4 or 4-3. My first Dolphin game was at home against New England 2006. Free tickets on the visitor side. Most disrespectful New England fans ever. We won, but it sucked. They were super surly. They always are. Which rookie do you feel will have the biggest impact? Eckenberg. I think he's going to help that offensive line tremendously. I'm not, Andres. I'm not into crypto. Jets or Patriots? Patriots will finish better. Patriots. Jets have that rookie head coach, so it's going to take him a minute. But the Patriots, they still have, Bill Belichick. Doug, would season tickets be worth it? Depends where you live. If you live in Florida, if I lived in Florida, I would get season tickets. Are you a Madden or MLB The Show gamer? Both, the monkey man. I'm actually really like MLB. Sometimes you just sit back and you play MLB. Playing MLB The Show is more relaxing than playing Madden. Because Madden, you have to do all your audibles, you have to shift and do all these things, yada yada. Was MLB Show, yeah, you have to shift your defense and stuff, but you can just sit back and just play some baseball. You know what I'm saying? Who do I think is the starting center? It's probably going to be Skura. And again, you guys will realize, and I say this all the time, I'd rather be surprised than let down. So I have extremely low expectations for Matt Skura. Extremely low. So if he comes out and he's fantastic, then cool. I'm happy. Doug, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? A horse-sized duck, because it's only one, and then once I'm done with him, then I'm good. That was a good question. What about wide receivers? Warrior Joe. Doug, are you trying to do more collaborations this year? I love those videos. Yes, Dominic. I'm going to try to get more fans of other teams. Like you already know, I'm going to have Patriot Global on week 1, Dan Mitchell week 2. I think I might have a Raiders guy. I do have a Colts guy. I don't know if I have a Bucks guy. I have a Jags guy. I don't have a Falcons guy. I have a Texans guy. I have Raven is the Ravens guy. I'm pretty sure me and T are both going to go after him. I have a Panthers guy. I have a Giants guy, the Entertainer. I don't have a Saints guy. I do have a Titans guy. So there's 1, 2, like 3 teams I don't know YouTubers to collab with. So I have a lot. Do you think Albert Wilson will be one of our starters? I don't know what the Dolphins are doing with wide receiver. I do like Skaggs, 1383. I like him a lot. He does fantastic film breakdowns. I don't know. I don't know who the starters are going to be. What's our weakest position in your opinion? Running back. Because I think with the addition of Eckenberg, I think the offensive line is going to play better than people expect. I know Gaskin. It's not Gaskins. It's Gaskin. Will play. He played well for us last year, but I think it's the weakest. That and linebacker. Do you think they will have Waddle do some running back assignments? Maybe in some like type of wildcat situation, but I think he'll probably get like some end arounds and stuff like that. Who do you think leads our team in receiving yards? Will Fuller, if they're healthy. That's what it all depends on. Favorite band? Eli, that's such a hard question. I like so much music. It's such a hard question. If you can't tell, I have my guitar behind me, my acoustic. How much do you think Byron Jones affected all the interceptions? A little bit, but they both were targeted a good amount. If I pull it up, I think they're both targeted the same amount. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Symbiotic. Yes, sir. Scotty Joe. Kiss for Metallica. Metallica. I hate Kiss. I know that's blasphemy, but I hate Kiss. Before I go, I have a question. What is your ideal vacation location? And who on the Miami Dolphins would you take to go with you? Christian Wilkins, because he'd be a blast. And I like to go somewhere cold. I want to go to like Alaska or Canada. I like the cold. I'm not a big heat person. So I bring Christian. I don't know if I'd probably bring Zach Seiler with me because Christian Wilkins, I don't know if he likes the cold. I know Zach Seiler likes to hunt and stuff, so he'd probably like to come with me. How would you feel if we signed Melvin Ingram? I'd prefer to sign Melvin Gordon, the running back, or trade for him, but I don't know if they will. I think they're good at pass rush. What happened, Ryan? He said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know what I said to cause the whoa, whoa, whoa. Top 3 corners in the NFL are on our team. Do you think Dolphins should have drafted Najee Harris? I didn't have Najee Harris as my number 1 running back. So I had Javonte Williams. We almost got him. Damn you, Broncos. Who wins the division? How do people think Buffalo? We'll see in mid-season. but a lot of people think Buffalo. Oh, that's what it is. Kiss is one of the greatest and most iconic rock and roll bands of all time. I just don't like Kiss. God Gave Rock and Roll to Us is a great song, and Beth is the only two songs I like by Kiss. Other than that, I'm not a big Kiss fan. What music, art / artists do you like? I'm into metal. I'm into rock. I'm into with rap. It's a very very small. I don't like the Ryan. I do not like Guns N' Roses' voice. The music, yes, but I can't stand his voice. Um, yeah, I'm very into metal, rock, alternative rock, all that stuff. Um, I like some country, I guess you could say. I'm not into rap though. Like Lil Wayne, I just can't get into it. Snoop, I like some of his things. Eminem, I like some of his things. Um, I just can't. I'm personally starting new rivalry with the Falcons and the Broncos for what they did to us in the draft. Prince is all right. If Tua doesn't work out, do you think they draft first round quarterback in 2022 or 2023, or do they target free agency? Don Juan, I think that they set themselves up. I love Foo Fighters, Kevin. I think they set themselves up perfectly. And I think that is the reason they traded back up to 6 and gave the Eagles our first round pick, not the 49ers first round pick. Because they're going to rock with Tua for these next 2 years. And if he doesn't pan out and if he doesn't progress every year in 2023, they're in a great situation where they can get the quarterback they need. Danzig, I love Danzig. So having 2 firsts in 2023 is setting up perfectly to get the quarterback if we need it. I don't think we're going to need it. Love Pearl Jam. Play Madden. If I play Madden, you're not gonna be able to see it. I don't have it set up. Seven Dust is another very good band. What's the one game on the schedule you feel is most likely a loss? Kind of like the Chiefs last year, like how we all went into the Chiefs game thinking, nah, we're gonna lose that game. And when we were fighting it, and we were like, wow. I'd say the Ravens game. Out of every game on the schedule, I think we could win. Not afraid of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm not afraid of the Colts. I'm not afraid of the Raiders. We already beat them last year. I'm not afraid of the Panthers. Make Sam Darnold see ghosts. I'm not afraid of the Titans. You just shut down Derrick Henry and they win that game. The Saints don't have Drew Brees anymore. We all know what's going on with the division. To me, it's just the Ravens. The Ravens game is the only one that I'm like, scares the crap out of me. Doug, my first Dolphins game that I went to was when we were going against the Raiders in 2018. I remember how hot it was when I sat in the visitor side and we came back to win. It was loud, that game. That was a fun game to watch. I remember with what's his? I can't think. He played for the Packers and then he went to the Raiders and he got some big catches on us. Jordy Nelson got some big catches on us. And I was like, come on. But then Xavier Howard gets the interception in the end zone after the hit and then the high five. And it was just such a good game. It started, that season started. Who remembers how that season started? How did the 2018 season start, guys? Who remembers that? Because probably with the longest game ever played, and we didn't even play the game. What's up, Rascal? That Titans game. When did we start that game? I think the game continued at what, 7:00 or something like that. It was that, and then it was the Raiders, and then it was the Bears, and everyone was thinking, "Oh, the Dolphins are going to lose to the Bears," and then we beat the Bears because and then we lost to the Patriots. Yeah, visitor side used to be brutal. Just slip the club level person a 10 and sneak in there. Stayed the whole game, Nico. Jeez. I was there for that BS. I went to the Broncos game that year. I was there for that Broncos game. I was in Miami. Game started at 1, ended at 8:30. I remember I went home. I was at the bar watching the game, and then I went home because my girlfriend, now wife, was getting ready for work. So I went home, made sure she was all right, and then came back. Still mad we didn't take Panay. I think the Dolphins saw their offensive line situation, and I'm going to talk about this in the next video. But if you guys saw the pictures of the Jaguars, their ranking of players, they had Waddle all the way up there. They had Phillips all the way up there. So the Dolphins got some. They had all 4 of our first round picks had first round grades. The Jaguars. So I'm very happy with it. Do you have your ticket? I do not have my tickets yet. 4 p.m. games were over before. Yeah, right. Miami Dolphins 23, New England 12 in 2020. I hope so. Later, Doug. You have a great night. Sleep when you can. Thank you, Johnny. Hope you do too. Doug, what is the one game you would like to see more than any other in Miami this year? The Ravens game. I'd love to go to that Ravens game. But we'll see. Did you wear the small merino shirt in the background when you were a kid? No. That's just an autograph. You can kind of see it in the one. There's his autographs in there. It's not like an actual jersey. It's just like he signed and then they put it in there. Do you think Miami will go back to the old school uniforms? I'm hearing that the coach wants it. I'm hearing it's up to Stephen Ross, but I'm hearing everyone wants us to go back to those jerseys, and I do too. Waddle equals Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. And also they had the pick in. The Jaguars had the pick in, and the NFL told them to wait 5 minutes. That pissed me off. Again, I'll talk about that in Monday's video. I live near Tampa. May have to go to that game. What, the Ravens game, Nate? Doug, what do you think of X Howard for Julio Jones? Could you imagine our line? If the Dolphins traded Xavier Howard for Julio Jones, I'd be upset. Julio Jones is a once in a lifetime wide receiver, but he's like 30 something. I'm not trading X for Julio. You're trading one guy who probably doesn't have that many good years left for another guy who probably doesn't have that many good years left when we're fine at wide receiver. I'm not doing that. Is there a memory that sticks out watching Dolphins games with your dad? There's a few. The Buffalo Bills game in 2003 where they came back. Sage Rosenfeld's got injured, and then Gus Farrat got injured. Sage Rosenfeld came back and won that game. I think we were down 23-3 at halftime. That game is one of them. Going to the games with my dad is a big memory of mine. Every time I go to a Dolphins game down in Florida, it's with my father. I never go without him. Yeah, Chris Chambers caught that touchdown, winning it. There's some heartbreak ones, but the Monday night game in the orange jerseys when Ronnie Brown ran it in against the Jets to win the game in a Wildcat. I remember that game. Winning the division against the Jets. I watched that with my father. Who are the starting safeties this season? I don't know who. Holland or Jones or even McCourty might be opposite of Eric Rowe. Can we go 12-5 this season? Yeah. Definitely can go 12-5 this season. Say the 5 losses are, the Ravens, the Bucks, the Bills once, the Titans. Ravens, Bucks, Bills, Titans. Colts. You can see it happening. We got rid of baby. Gotcha. What? I was at the Greg Camarillo touchdown against her. That's awesome. That is so awesome. Even with X's injuries and the fact Coach Flo is a DB muse. Yeah, because X played a full season last year and had 10 interceptions. Just imagine if he didn't go off on a slow start at the first 4 games of the season, he might have had 12 interceptions or more. But again, I have a huge bias with Xavier Howard. A lot of people like to call me a Tua stan. I am not. I am an Xavier Howard stan. I absolutely love him. So I have a huge bias towards that. I say we go 17-1. Unfortunately, we lose our bye week. Have we traded for Watson yet? Not yet, Jason. It's not going to happen. Just gonna have to, sit back and watch Tua. Unfortunately for you, I don't get that. Let me address something real quick because I get it in the comment section. I get it on Twitter, and I see it a lot. How can you, as an avid Dolphins fan, which that's why I start questioning people if they're actually Dolphin fans. How can you, as a diehard Dolphins fan, as a person who loves this team, hate and root against your starting quarterback? I don't get it. Can somebody who doesn't like Tua explain that to me? Because I don't understand it. I don't say the Dolphins trade Tua, right? Say they bring in anybody. Say they bring in Tom Brady. I hate Tom Brady. Say they bring in Tom Brady. I'm rooting for Tom Brady. I'm wanting a Super Bowl. Let's go, Tom. Take us to a Super Bowl. Let's go. So if you don't like Tua and you're watching this, right? Explain to me he doesn't have the it. I disagree. Did you watch the Cardinals game? He won us that game. Did you watch the Patriots game? He won us that game. What other game did he win us? There was one of the Chiefs game. He didn't win it for us, but he was playing with backups, and he was doing real well. He has the it. Watch Kurt Warner's breakdown of his film, and he shows it. He shows the it factor he has. So again, when people say that he doesn't have the it, I don't. That's to me that's a cop out, right? That's a cop out answer. He doesn't have it. Or when people say he's a check down, he only threw check downs, even though he threw more 20-yard passes than Ryan Fitzpatrick. So if you don't like Tua and you're here hanging out, I want to know. Let me know why. Would have made the playoffs if he was something. But giving up 52 points has nothing to do with that, Jason. Again, see, like these aren't good. These aren't good reasons. These aren't good reasons. Losing 56 to the Bills, and that's on Tua, Jason. That's on Tua. Or, him having no time to throw the ball because he had Edmonds coming straight at his face up them. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's not a, Doug, what's your take on Colin Coward's? He loved him. He absolutely loved Tua coming out. He said Tua was better than Joe Burrow, but now all of a sudden Tua's got to face 8 quarterbacks so that the team's going to look on the opposite side and be like, well, blah, 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 blah. I just can't wait for him to play. That's what I can't wait for. Let's see the kid play. Plain and simple. He comes out. You ready for this? This is exactly what's going to happen. He's going to come out, and he's going to have a great first 5 games, right? I'm going to just talk about first 5 games. He's going to come out. He's going to have a great first 5 games. He might throw 1 or 2 interceptions, but he throws like 15 touchdowns, right? He throws, 200, 300 yards a game. He just has a great. He can't put the ball in the end zone. He's put the ball in the end zone. He's thrown more touchdowns than interceptions. Again, it doesn't make any sense. He's good between the 20s. I disagree. He ran the ball in twice. He threw fantastic touchdown, drop back passes to Devontae Parker and Matt Collins. But again, first 5 games. He has a fantastic first 5 games. We're going to London, right? We're 4-1, right? We lost 1 game because field goal. Defense gave up a field goal, right? They will come out and say, well, the only reason he's doing well is because he has Waddle and because now he has an offensive line, and the only reason why he's doing well is because of this, and this. They won't give him credit. But I guarantee you, if he doesn't do well, they're going to come for his neck. And it just makes me laugh. The hypocrisy. I like Tua, but I trade for Watson. This defense won't last forever, and Tua is going to take time to develop. 1 or 2 more years. We're a win now. We are a win now team now. Andres, thank you for the $5 donation, but I disagree. The Dolphins are not built as a win now team, because if they were, they wouldn't have added so many. If they were a win now team, they would have been more aggressive in free agency. What the Dolphins did in free agency, what the Dolphins did in the draft, is because they're not a win now team. They are they want to be consistently winning. They're adding those young, great talent. So I disagree. I disagree that, go get Watson because we need to win now. If we're a win now team, we need that money to add talent. And that's a lot of money. And I don't think he needs 2 years. I think he needed an off season. But we'll see. Again, I'm not predicting anything. I'm not coming out here and telling you, Tua's going to have a fantastic year. Tua's going to be MVP. Tua this, Tua that. I'm not predicting any of that. What I'm telling you is, let's see what the kid can do. After this year, I will make an assessment on Tua, whether we should move on or continue to build around him, because this is the first time he has an offseason where he's not rehabbing. Do you think they'll trade one of their running backs? They signed a free agency and trade for picks next year. I don't know. I don't know if you're going to get anything for the running backs we have. What would you say is Tua's biggest strength and weakness? I like Tua and hope he has a big year. Armband. Let me answer that. Let me just get to David's $10 donation. Love you and Kurt Warner's breakdown. Didn't realize how bad our wide receiver route running was. Yes. If you haven't, go back and watch that. Kurt Warner even talks about how the route should have been cut more, but it was curved, which hurts the timing and the passing. Every bit of space in curls in the NFL, and they didn't help. Fins up. Thank you, David. So back to what Arm Bandit said. What would you say is to his biggest strength and weakness? I like Tua, and I hope he has a big jump. His biggest strengths are pre-snap reads, his accuracy, his smarts, and he's a leader. Right? Some of his weaknesses, to me, is here. He got thrown into a season and he got thrown into the fire without having the offseason. So to me, his biggest weakness is the fact that the NFL was so fast for him that he didn't have time to do the things he normally could do, which is read the defense, move in the pocket. He's very good. And that's another thing. His pocket presence is very good. It's very underestimated if you go back and watch his film. But a lot of times he'll take a sack instead of getting the ball out. He'll drop back and then he'll see it. He'll see the guy's open, but he wants to wait an extra second to see how open the guy is versus just getting the ball out. Get the ball out quick, quick, quick. You got to be quicker in this NFL. You got to be quicker. And I think was his biggest weakness, that he needed just to be a little bit quicker and he needed to trust himself. That's the other thing. He didn't trust, like Paul was saying, I disagree, Doug. I think they would have been more aggressive. They would have had the money. Oh, you're talking about something else. But he needs to be more aggressive because he needs to trust himself. So I think the fact that he was coming off of a major injury, didn't have time with his team, he didn't really trust his team or himself, is the biggest thing. But like a lot of people say, his arm strength isn't there. I think that has a lot to do with the hip injury and watching him work out finally and working on his hips and everything. I think we'll see his arm strength go up and all that stuff. So yeah. Hope I answered your question. Our new OC will help with more RPOs in the book. If you noticed, our new OC, Godsey, was the OC for Tua during the Cardinals game. Chan Gailey wasn't there for the Cardinals game because he was sick. So Godsey was the OC for the Cardinals game. How well did Tua play in that Cardinals game with Godsey on the field, chirping in his ear every 5 minutes? How well was that? Look forward to field goals and punts like typical quarterback. All right, Jason. Really well. Yeah, exactly. Do you think it's going Doug, who do you think, I don't know what's wrong with me, is going to play a quarterback the first preseason game versus the Bears? Tua or Jacoby? Tua will probably come in for a few series and then Jacoby. This is Tua's job to lose. And again, just warning you guys, because it's going to happen. Jacoby Brissett is going to get snaps with the first team. I'm saying it here and now, and I will timestamp this, and especially when I talked about the quarterbacks in the breakdown, Jacoby Brissett will get snaps with the first team. Okay? He will get snaps with the first team. Does that mean that he's going to be the starter? No. This is Tua's job to lose. Tua will have 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, 9 picks. It's very good numbers. He plays great, Doug. I just watched the game on NFL Network today. I don't know what you see, but Tool is better than Watson. What are you saying, Paul? Alex with the $10 donation. Doug, where the F is your dad? His laughter is infectious. Also, your new dadness inspired me. Just saw my child on ultrasound first time yesterday. My little Haribo gummy bear. Dude, Alex, congratulations. Alex, is this your first kid? And again, my dad will be back on the videos, but being that I don't live in the same town as him anymore because I moved, and being that he's a truck driver, I'm like right now, this is when I normally make my videos, and he's sleeping by this point because he has work. But Alex, is this your first baby? Yes, first one, dude. Congrats! It's amazing. I unfortunately wasn't able to see any of the ultrasounds because it was dead center of COVID. But it's an amazing thing. It's an absolutely amazing thing, and congratulations, bud. Please answer. Did you get the box for you and your daughter? Yeah, Mike. I opened it in one of the videos. Mike, go back and watch. I don't remember how many videos ago it was. It's sitting right there. Right there. I even hit you up on Patreon, Mike. Do we risk Waddle return? No, Duke. No. I do not want Waddle back there returning punts or kicks. I have a week-old baby named Miami. Appreciate the Twitter love. Oh, that's awesome, Justin. Yeah, Justin JP on Twitter, if you guys don't know, just had Justin, was that your first baby too? Mike sent you that. That was some awesome stuff. It really was. Mike, if you can go back and watch that video, you'll see my reaction to it. You're on 4. My wife wants 3. Is Will Ferrell eligible for preseason games? Yes, just not week 1. He has a 1-game suspension he has to do. One thing I liked about Tua that he improved a lot last year was getting rid of the ball faster, avoiding pressure more easy. After I saw some of his film, I can see the kid has some promise. I agree. What's up, Eli? How you doing, brother? No kicking, please. So what do you feel? So who do you feel will return punts assuming Grant is cut? If Grant isn't cut, it's going to be Grant. If Grant is cut, probably Noah or someone. I don't even know. Just not Waddle. Maybe don't cut Grant then. Do you think Waddle pushes the Dolphins to get rid of a wide receiver? I'm afraid of losing Grant. I don't think it'll be Grant. Let me pull up the roster. What did Vic say? Doug, do you remember exactly where you were when the Wildcat was brought out in New England? How about that, the DDW crew? I was in a bar because back then I didn't have the access to watch the game. Oh, yeah, Bowden Perry, maybe. Yeah, that's a good one. Let me answer his question by talking about the wide receiver. You know what? I'm not going to answer that question. I just realized that Monday's video is going to be breaking down the camp battle position for the wide receivers. So who asked that question? What's up, Nate? How you doing, brother? Freddie, for real. That's going to have to wait. That's going to have to wait because I'm going to answer that on Monday. You almost made me spoil my Monday video. Doug, what would you do, or what would your reaction be if we traded for Watson, gave up a lot of picks, and Tua goes to the Texans, somehow becomes the MVP, and leads the Texans far into the playoffs? I'll do it stages, right? I'll do it stages for you, Mike. Hold on, just rubbing my face. So the Dolphins trade for Watson. My first reaction would be, wow, I guess they didn't have that much faith in Tua, or okay, they think Watson is a better option. All right, well, we got a top 5 quarterback. This guy is ridiculously good. Last year on a team that completely sucked, he was first in passing yards, 6th in touchdowns, 2nd in quarterback rating. We got our guys. We got a stud. That'd be my instant reaction. I'd be sad that Tua's not here anymore, but that'd be my instant reaction. Then Tua starts lighting it up for the Houston Texans. It becomes a league MVP. I would come back and I would find every person who said that Tua is a bust, Tua sucks, Tua doesn't have it, all these things on Twitter in the comment section, and I would post a video popping all their names up and saying, I told you so. That's what I would do with that. But he's not going anywhere. Tua's not going anywhere. Tua's going to come. He's going to have his chance to prove the people wrong this year. David with the $3 donation. Thoughts on bringing back Juan James? Nope. The Dolphins are much better on the offensive line right now without Juan James, who consistently gets injured. That would be me. I don't hate Tua. I need him to prove it. I am a Dolphin fan and root for Tua, but I don't believe him yet. I need to be sold by his play. And I respect that, Mike. That's an answer I respect. You're not rooting against him like Jason or anyone else is. So I respect that. Watson is a turd. I believe they pulled him because they were worried he was getting hit and they were worried about injury on that hip. What, in the 2 games that he got benched? Hypothetically speaking, what would be the most you would give up in a trade for CMC? Christian McCaffrey coming off an injury. A first. Not even. The fact that he's coming off an injury, I probably wouldn't even give a first. Jeff, you messaged at 9:56. What happened? I was gonna. How's the family? Keep up the great work you're doing. Which games are you planning to go down here in Miami? Hope to get to finally meet you. Thank you, Chef. I am planning on going to the Texans game. I'm only going to one. I can only afford to go to one game, having a baby and being broke. I can only afford to go to one game. And I'm thinking it's the Texans. I'd like to go to the Ravens game, but I don't feel like my dad wants to go to the Ravens game. So yeah, I think the Texans game we're going to go to. Where'd you get that mic boom? This is stuck on. So if you're wondering about this is Patch Vibes. And I put a Velcro on the back of it. This is Patch Vibes. This is just connected to this. So I take the Velcro-y and I stick it to it. So it's like official. I'm an official Miami Dolphin YouTuber. What's the status on Preston Williams? He's good to go. He'll probably be, ready to go for training camp. If we get Deshaun Watson or Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, I would trade the firsts and move on. I don't know. Got to start your own AFC East podcast with a different group. The fun fact on that, I did that with Patriot Global, Ian from Jet Central, and Dan Mitchell a while back. We had a off season where we all got together. Who do you think is backing up Skura? Dieter. I wouldn't be surprised if Dieter wins the starting job. Vic, which games are you going to look forward to? Me, you as well. Yeah, as soon as I find out which games we're going to, we're going to do a big get together. It's going to be awesome. Me and my girlfriend going to the New England game in January in Miami. Can't wait to see them boys. That's going to be a good game to go to. 11-6 Emmy record prediction. Oh, I don't even know. Do you think the Dolphins will have public training camp this season? It's a very good question, Philip. I don't know. And if they do, it'll probably be like first come, first serve and very small. What would be the most you would give up in a trade for Henry? Garrett really wants a running back. Probably a first for Derrick Henry. He doesn't really have injury issues. Yeah, Broshmo. I'm actually friends with Broshmo. He's a cool guy. I'll probably have him on the channel. I'm going to start having some other unknown, or Broshmo's not unknown, but some unknown Dolphin YouTubers like SSN on and some other guys. I'm going to have them on. I want to, you guys are just talking. Chef says 229 likes, 306 people in the room. Hit that like button. Hit that like button for Chef. Let's get this stream to 300. We hit the hour mark. Probably hang out for like another half hour or so, give or take. Love chat with you guys. I am sorry that I didn't get the technical issues situated so you guys could come on, but I'm going to plan that for the next video, the next live stream. Doug, do a collab with 790, The Ticket, Tobin, and Leroy. I'll check them out. Yeah. Yo, Doug, for real. I want to meet you at the Ravens game. Please put out there you're sitting because I'm going to be there. I'll try, Youssef. I'll see if I can sweet talk my dad into picking that game. If you had to give up watching the Mets or the Dolphins till the end of time, which one would it be? The Mets. I'm way too invested in the Dolphins. I don't have a Met tattoo on me. Do you see us keeping Will Fuller long term, or do you think that Miami all along planned on picking up Waddle and having him replace Fuller? Fuller and Waddle are two different types of wide receivers. So it depends on how he plays. Honestly, I don't hate Tua. He has the potential. It's a big year for him. Let's see what he can do. Fins up. Love it, Jason. Love it. And I agree, 100%. I don't hate him. And I don't think he's going to suck, but I'm not thinking he's going to have the greatest year ever. Like Jason said, let's see how it goes, baby. Doug, if you could pick one, Chris Chambers or Jarvis Landry, Chris Chambers. I love Jarvis Landry, but I love Chris Chambers. Chris Chambers is my guy. You got to go. It's prime. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get my dad. I don't go without him. That's a tradition with me and him. Has signed a 4-year, $100 million contract with the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins have their guy. I'd love to work for the Dolphins. I'm putting it out there in the universe. What's going on with Albert Wilson? No. Training with everyone else. Do we resign Gesicki next year or ride with Long? If I'm the Dolphins, I'm signing Gesicki now. I think Smythe is the odd man out with the Longs drafting. So I'm signing Gesicki now. Doug, who are our receiving court? That I'll answer that on Monday. That's the video on Monday. Who's your dad's favorite Finn? Marino, Zonka, Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas. Those are the ones he loves. Jason Taylor and Zach Thomas, and he loves Marino, and he loves Zonka and Ricky. Loves Ricky. He keeps saying, wish we had another Ricky. I do not. Heat Life 2006. I do not live in Florida. I live up in New Jersey. My dad's current favorite player? I don't think he has one. It used to be Cam Wake. I don't know if I'm going to have to ask him that. Julio, he's not coming to Miami. That'd be a complete 180 from what they're actually doing. Giving up draft capital for an older player ain't happening. Your dad is a smart man. I see where you get it. Thank you. I really hope Phillips can be the next Jason Taylor. Who are the Dolphins without premier pass rush? I agree 1,000%. Sam Madison was a beast. That was one of my favorite defenses. Sam Madison, Patrick Surtain, Brock Marion. Then on the front, Jason Taylor, but Jason Taylor and Edwala Goullier on the other side. Tim Bowen's in the middle. Zach Thomas, I think Junior Seau. It's one of my favorite defenses. Doug, speaking of Landry, do you think our receiving core in 2021 is somewhat similar with what we had with Stills, Parker, and Landry in 2016? I think it's better. I think with Will Fuller, Waddle, and Parker, I think it's better. What happened to Cam Wake? Did he resign to to retire Dolphin? I think he's just sitting in like the void. I don't think he's doing anything. Doug, you're damn right. I want a running back. Breaking news on it's coming out of retirement. Tua or Aaron Rodgers? If you asked me this question 5 years ago, I'm saying Aaron Rodgers. I want to see what Tua can do. I'm not ready to move on from Tua. I want to see what this kid can do. Ask me this question, what? After the Texans game. Ask me how I feel about Tua after the Texans game, and I'll give you an honest answer. Plain simple. Did you see the Mets game? They lost to the Marlins. I was at that game. Well, I'm hanging out with you guys, so let me check. They won last night. In 12 innings, they beat the Marlins. 12 innings. If you live in New Jersey, do you pay tribute to the Sperano crew? I should, right? Let me see. Oh, 3-1. Yeah, Mets lost today. Well, good for you guys. Good for you guys. Who really does remind me of Russell Wilson, and I'm not being hyperbolic here. There's so many quarterbacks that didn't have good rookie years or had suspect rookie years and panned out to be really good. So just imagine if those teams moved on from their players. Clay Swiney with the $20 donation. Thank you so much, bud. Like, I'm pretty sure the Falcons are kicking themselves that they got rid of, Brett Favre, and I'm pretty sure the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are kicking themselves that they got rid of Steve Young. How many other quarterbacks can I name that, didn't have great rookie years? They got moved off of, and all of a sudden they became Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying? That's very true. Tua is the next Russell Wilson. We'll see. I lower my expectations. I lower them. Doug, if we had the offense we had in 2016 and the defense we had last year, do you think we would have been a Super Bowl contender? Let me see. Let's see. Because the Dolphins offense in 2016 was very run heavy. So the Miami Dolphins offense in 2016 was ranked 17th for points for. When it came to passing, they were 26th in passing yards. They were 9th in rushing yards. So they weren't that good at passing, but they were good at running. Who's the leading receiver? Leading receiver was Jarvis Landry. Leading rusher was obviously Jay Ajayi. So yeah, the offense wasn't that great in 2016. And a lot of people looked at, Jay Ajayi and was like, oh, 2016, and a lot of people were pissed that we traded him in 2016. But if you look at it, right, he had 200 rushing yards against Pittsburgh. He had 200 rushing yards against Buffalo. He had 111 rushing yards against the Jets, and then he had another 200 rushing yards against Buffalo. So he had 4 ridiculous games. Outside of those 4 ridiculous games, he never broke 80 yards rushing. Never broke 80 yards. So how many wins do you believe we will need to make the play? 11. But we'll see how the rest of the league pans out. But we got 10 wins last year, and we didn't make the playoffs. So say 11. Out of the first-round quarterbacks of this draft, who do you think is probably going to be the bust? I want to say who I want to say, but I know people are just going to be like, it's just because you hate so-and-so, which isn't true. I think it's Mac Jones. I don't think Mac Jones is that good. I do not. A lot of his yards came from screenplays. I do not think Mac Jones was that good. And that's why when he went to the Patriots, I was like, this is good. I'm happy with this. How do you think Sithen Carter contributes to the team? Special teamers. He's getting paid like a special teamer too. Zach Wilson. We'll see how Zach Wilson actually pans out, not having the nation's best offensive line in front of him. Because he had the best offensive line in college last year. So he had all the time in the world to make something happen. Doug, they want Lawrence to pan out so bad. The NFL really gave him the Texans and Eagles first 2 games. I know, right? Max Jones was drafted to appease the fans and sell tickets. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. But he's smart and will be the best system quarterback like Brady. We'll see. We'll see. Yep, DDW, there were the glory days with our defense. Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor, Sam Madison, Patrick Dane, Brock Marion, Sammy Knight. Oh, Sammy Knight. Marlon Greenwood, Edouard Goulier, Tim Bowens, Junior Seau. Such a good defense. Mac Jones. Ain't wrong. Same with Tim Tebow to the Jags. I like Tim Tebow that he's now a tight end. But I've learned that there is very passionate Florida Gator fans. Do I have any Florida Gator fans in the chat? Are any of you guys Florida Gator fans? Let me hear it. Any of you guys Florida Gator fans? Say me in the chat if you're a Florida Gator fan. Hurricane, Canes, and Gators. Isn't that like blasphemy, Chef Jew? For baseball, I like them. I am. Gators forever. I'm a Gator. Hurricanes, yes. To all the Gator fans. The Gators. To all the Gator fans. Was Tim Tebow again, I've learned my lesson, so I'm not going to say anything bad because I learned my lesson. To the Florida Gator fans, was Tim Tebow a good NFL quarterback? Just yes or no. Just yes or no in the comment section. Was Tim Tebow a good NFL quarterback? I'm not talking college. Was Tim Tebow a good NFL quarterback? Got a few no's. No. Hell no. No. Absolutely not. No. Ball too big for his hands. Nope. That's okay to be a Gator fan, Canes fan. It's not like the Florida State. That's what I was thinking, Cisco. Thank you. No. First year, yes. His completion percentage 50. So some of the Gator fans can agree to it. That, Tim Tebow was dynamic, was like ridiculously good in college. But when it came to the pros, it wasn't good. That throwing motion was just bad. I went back and watched I think it was on NFL Network, the Broncos Steelers playoff game. I've never seen Tim Tebow praying worked because there was so many injuries on that Steelers team. So many injury. Their defense, the offensive line for the Steelers, just so many injuries. And then he throws a 8-yard slant to Thomas, who takes it the rest of the way. And it's just but the throwing motion, he and then he'd kick his leg out too. It was just he was so bad at quarterback, but at tight end, I'm excited to see what he can do at tight end. I'm very excited to see what he can do at tight end. I think he has the physicality and the body shape and all that stuff to be fantastic at tight end. I'm rooting for him at tight end. But when it comes to quarterback, hey, you can get mad at me all you want. He was a winner. And I agree with that 1,000%. He found a way to win the game with his legs or whatever. But man, was he a bad quarterback in the NFL? I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me, but he was bad. He was bad. Exactly, Brian. He looks better as a tight end than instead of a quarterback. He was bad. Remember when we signed Trent Green? I do. He got injured for us all the time. I don't think Tebow is going to survive his second game, but no hate. I love him. I think he will. People forget that he played baseball. It's not like he was sitting on his couch. He's physically ready to play. Leftwich had a bigger windup, and no one hates him. I have to go back and watch his windup. I'll do it right now. Highlights. We'll just go to highlights. Thank you for the donation. I gotta see this. Let's see how bad his windup is. I wish I could show you guys. Tebow better than... No. I just saw his first pass. No. No. David Holt. No. I disagree 1,000%. No, Byron Leftwich drops his shoulder and then lets it go. Tim Tebow, circular motion, throws it. No, I disagree 100% with that. No. Can Tebow run a 40 in less than 5? I'm pretty sure he can. Like I said, he's been playing baseball. It's not like he's been sitting on his couch. Do you think Chambers was better than Parker? Yes. 100%. And Parker should have listened to Chambers when he was trying to help him out. Both are lefties. What is your record prediction? I say around 11 wins, but I'll give you my official one in September. Oh my God, Fielder on the roof. Best way to get the ball stripped with that one. I'm telling you. And then how many teams did Tim Tebow go to? Did Tim Tebow go to the Eagles? I know he went to the Jets and he went to the Patriots. So he played for the Broncos, the Jets, the Patriots. Did Tim Tebow go to the Eagles? Remember when Tebow came back after the Dolphins were up? Why you got to bring that up, Brainless the second? Why you got to hurt me like that? Alton with a $5 donation. Thank you, bud. He did go to the Eagles. So he played for 4 teams. 4 teams. People said he didn't get a chance. 4 teams. Let me see. You guys are saying Doug Flutie's windup is weird. Let's see Doug Flutie's windup. It's quick. It's a quick windup. Doug Flutie was short though. No, it wasn't. I'm telling you, Tim Tebow. So weird. I'm gonna look him up. So weird. Doug, a quick and short version of how you became a Dolphin fan. My father. Father's diehard Dolphin fan. I grew up watching him root for his team. Then I started watching it with him, fell in love with him, and now I'm a Dolphin fan. That's 4 more than people in the chat play for. You ain't wrong. And he kicked his leg out. You ever notice that about Tim Tebow? He'd kick his leg out when he threw the ball. Enough with me getting on Tim Tebow. I feel like I'm gonna anger some of you guys. I'm gonna start getting. I wouldn't be surprised if I start getting thumbs down at some point on this video. You don't mess with Florida Gator fans. I found out. Hey Doug, what are your thoughts on Tua this offseason? Think he will make the second year jump? I do. I do. You lost 18 viewers since we started talking about Tim Tebow. Well, I'm done. I'm done talking about Tim Tebow. I apologize to everyone who I offended. It's just my opinion. I think Tim Tebow, fantastic person, fantastic athlete. Like you guys said, he's a winner. Horrible quarterback. Worst throwing motion I've ever seen in my entire life. Running back one is probably Gaskins, but I think it's going to be a running back by committee. Don't mess with Florida. I know, Dominic. I found that out the hard way. Team of worst quarter all. Tebow is trash at quarter. He was. I think I'm very excited to see it. His jersey sales are number one. He has the number one jersey sales right now. And what if he doesn't make the team? Like, he's probably going to make the team. But what if he doesn't make the team? You just bought his jersey for nothing. Don't ever, and I say this, and this is what I go by, don't buy active players' jerseys because you have no idea what's going to happen to them. Just don't. Doubt he's that good person either. I give people the benefit of the doubt. There you go, Doug. 16 more. DouglieDoWrong, a closet Jags fan? Nah. I think I used to hate the Jags because we had such a hard time beating them. No, I know why I hate the Jags. Who here can guess why I do not like the Jaguars? As a Dolphins fan, who here can guess why I don't like the Jaguars? Do you think he's warranted to get the spot over others because of who he is? No, David, I do not. Brainless the second and Dustin. You guys know why I do not like the Jaguars. 62-7. 62-7. That's why I do not. I don't know how many young Dolphin fans we have in here, but don't go back and watch that game. That's all I'm going to say. Don't go back and watch that game. It's going to hurt your eyes. Hurt your eyes. You were at that game, Chris? Oh, I'm sorry. This is empty. My cup's over here. Ricky or Larry? It's such a hard question. For me, Ricky. But I'm not disrespecting Larry Zonka. I knew I got the Noah jersey as soon as he got drafted. I'm a big Auburn fan, and now he already changed his number. I'm telling you, do not get active players jerseys. Do not. I don't. I have my custom one that I'll be wearing when I go to the games. So if you're like, is that Doug? Is that DDW? Just yes, that's me. It's right there. And then I have another custom 87 with my name on the back because I was born in 87. And then I have Jason Taylor, I have Ricky Williams, I have Dan Marino, I have Zach Thomas. Get players that aren't on the team anymore. Brian Hartline. I love my Brian Hartline jersey. It's that dark green one. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm a Hurricanes fan. I just like when I watch college football, I find whatever underdog is winning, and I go and watch it. I got Marino, Thomas, and Taylor. Ricky and Ronnie got that 1-2 punch. I remember that. Do you have any superstition things you do before a game? I don't do anything before a game, but if you guys remember, whoever was rocking with me last season, I didn't shave on their win streak. So how many games did they win? I didn't shave. I wore the same shirt and I didn't shave. You guys remember that? My beard was getting long. My beard was getting long. It was 5 games. It was a 5-game win streak from San Francisco to Los Angeles. I did not shave. And then they lost to Denver, and then I shaved. And then 2 games. They didn't lose back-to-back games. Besides week 1, they didn't lose back-to-back games. And then I wore the same shirt. That's what I'm superstitious about. I won't shave, and I'll wear the same shirt. I did not wash the shirt. The Monkey Man. Did not wash the shirt. But I wear deodorant, so it didn't stink. I only wore it while watching the game. That's the other thing. My Dolphin stuff, I don't necessarily wear it out because I don't want to get it dirty. And I don't wear it while I'm eating. So when I'm watching the games and I have a jersey on or I have a t-shirt on, when I'm done streaming it and watching the game with you and then record the post game, I take the shirt off. I put a different shirt on. I don't wear it. Do you agree that we have a top 5 receiving unit if everyone on the field stays healthy? Yes, Chad, I do. I'm superstitious. If someone said something bad about the Dolphins, we would lose. I'm so superstitious. The Dolphins were winning, and my friend Frank came over my house when I lived with my parents, and we had a TV room up in the attic. So we were all up there watching the Dolphins game, and he came up and he came up and we started losing, and I made him go downstairs. I don't mess with that. Doug, I remember your thumbnail on the live stream was the one for your 1,000 subscribers. Yes. That's a long time ago. I'll roll with you on the no shave thing for the next win streak. Let's do it. What do you think is a realistic season statistic for Tua that is this coming season? Double it. Double his stats from last year. So he had 1,814 yards, right? Last year. 1,814 yards times 2. Around 3,600 passing yards, right? 3,628 passing yards, maybe even around 4,000 passing yards, right? 22 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. I feel like that's a realistic goal for Tua. Take what you did in your 9-game stint and double it. You're going to be playing double the amount of games because you're playing the entire season and you are not getting benched. So just double it. Around 3,000, around 3,600, just double it. Another jersey I want is a Jason Sanders jersey because he went to the college I'm going to, UNM. That's also, yeah, I'd get that one. Do you think we should pull Tua if we're up by 30 points? Then yes. If we're going to win, take him out. There's no point in him being in there. What's the weakest area in our defense? Linebacker. Maybe even safety. But I don't know what the safety's going to do. You too, Andres. Jordan Scarlett running back one. Just watch. I'm going to look more into him. Are you inviting to a live stream? Not on this one, but I will on the next live stream. Finally got a Dolphin chair. I'm looking to get one. They're expensive, though. I'm going to try, Gary. It's either that or the Texans game. Over, under 1.5 games started by Brissett. Under. Tua's playing the whole season. Good live chat, Doug. Got to go to work, brother. All right, Freddie. Catch you later. Probably going to hop off in another. I'm going to give it 15. So get at me with your questions for the next 15 minutes, and I'm going to hop off. Max with the $2 donation says Gaskins, Grant, and Tua's offseason. Let's hear it. I'm very excited for this team. I think I missed your prediction on the season. 11 wins. It's unofficial. I'm going to say around 11 wins. What if Tua's stats end up being 4,200 yards, 30 touchdowns, 15 interceptions, with 6 rushing touchdowns? Is this still a positive season for Tua? Yes, 100%. But let's look at it in this aspect, right, William? Let's look at it in this aspect. Would you take those stats and a 9-8 season, or would you take 3,000 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 3 rushing touchdowns, and 11 wins season? So he doesn't do as blow your mind, throwing balls left and right, doing craziness, but we win more. Because that's what a lot of people, oh, Tua sucked last year. Tua didn't have it. Tua didn't do this, and that. But he went 6-3. Which I'll take that, you know. A lot of people are, well, it's because of the defense. And he took advantage of that. He didn't make any stupid mistakes. Can Jacoby Brissett challenge Tua? Yeah. Jacoby Brissett is a good quarterback. If you guys remember, I wanted the Dolphins to sign him as a backup. So I like him as a backup. Yeah. How disappointed were you we didn't draft a running back till Dokes, honestly? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being I'm going to do it backwards. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being I'm fine. I'm actually happy we didn't draft a running back. And 10 being I hate this team. I was at probably about a 4. I was a little disappointed. I wanted them, especially with Javonte Williams. But once the top 3 running backs were gone, once ETN, Naji, and Javonte Williams were gone, I really didn't see any other running back that had more of an upside than what we already had. So I was all right with not getting a running back for the rest of the draft. I was like, all right, whatever. We're good. I think it hurt more that we were sitting there. Javonte Williams was there, and then the Broncos traded in front of us and took him. I think that's what hurt me more to put it at a 4. So yeah. Doug, what would you if Tua had a way better season than Mahomes' sophomore season and became the face of the league like Mahomes and Lamar did? It would shut a lot of people up. If Gaskin stays healthy, he could have had 1,000 ground, 500 air season. People forget how good he was. Yep. Is our bye too late in the season? I would have preferred maybe 2 weeks beforehand, so like a week 12 bye. But it's late. It is late, and it's not. They purposely didn't want it after the London game. But they're playing home after the London game, so that will help them. So yeah. Prediction on Preston Williams stats. Let me see. He's got to stay healthy. That's his biggest thing with Preston Williams. He has to stay healthy. I want to see what he did so far. So he played 8 games, and he only had 300 receiving yards. That ain't good. I don't know, to be honest with you. We got a lot of people to spread the ball around too. Doug, don't forget about Garrett Dokes. No, yeah, I know about him, but I'm just saying I was all right with if we didn't draft one. If you had to make a guess who starts at free safety, Javon Holland. No response needed, but thank you from all of us here in Dolphin Nation for your balancing being a new dad and still keeping all of us abreast on Dolphin news, etc. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. It's been a grind. It's been a grind. Because like I was telling you guys if you watched TD stream the other day, his 3-year she goes to bed, and then I do this. This is if I wasn't recording a live stream right now, I'd be probably recording a video and editing it and putting it up. And then she wakes up at 5:30, 6 o'clock. I wake up, feed her, and my wife goes to work. So sometimes I go to bed at like 1 because I'm working. I'm doing this stuff for you guys. And then I have to wake up and do it all over again. So it's a grind, but it's worth it. And I love doing this, and I love interacting with you guys and chatting with you guys and doing live streams with you guys. And it makes my day. I really appreciate you guys. It's because of this, and it's because of that comment, and it's because of Juan Morel's comment, and it's because of all that stuff that keeps me going, keeps me fighting. And Nirvana, Doug, you're my favorite YouTuber. Thanks for all the hard work you do. You really I don't care about donations. I don't care about joining the Patreon. I don't care. Like, it helps. It helps me do this full time. I don't care about that stuff. Comments like that, and you guys watching, you guys subbing, all that stuff is what helps me. Do we have a complete defense, or are we an injury away from hitting the panic button? I think what Miami did with adding, McCourty, grabbing Mills off of the waiver, bringing in Jordan Phillips, and having all these players we're very deep. We are very deep. How far are you from making this your full-time job? I'm halfway there. Let's say that. I'm halfway there. David also, I love you, but put that captain patch on already. It's right here. I gotta put it on the jersey. I'm sorry, David. I appreciate it. I'm about halfway there. I think once we hit maybe 30K or around there, I might be able to just do this as my full time. My first stream, well done, my friend. Thank you, Kenneth. I appreciate that, bud. Still very concerned about linebacker. If McKinney gets injured, we're screwed. Yeah. Dougie, do we play a nose tackle or more 3-4 defense this season? I don't think they brought in Jenkins back. Jelani Jenkins. I think that's his name. I know his last name's Jenkins. And Brown, the defensive tackle from the Patriots. So they brought in some big guys. So good for you, Doug. Hope your other job is my other job is real estate. Right now I do video work, shooting houses and editing the videos and stuff. I'm getting my real estate license, so that'll be my other job. Your NBA and NHL teams, and you got Logan Paul or Mayweather. Good question. NHL, I'd have to say the Devils. I live in New Jersey. NBA, I like the Heat, so I'm going to stick with Heat. Logan Paul or Mayweather? I'd love Mayweather to win, but thank you, Tom. I really appreciate that. Logan Paul's got the reach. It's going to be a good fight. I'd love for Jake Paul to fight an actual boxer and watch him get his ass kicked. I hate Jake Paul. I think you meant Adam Butler. Thank you, the Monkey Man. Doug, how different do you think our offensive playbook will be this year? Very different. Nirvana. Very different. Do you watch UFC? I'm guessing no, since you streamed during an event. No, I do not watch UFC. I don't watch UFC. I don't watch boxing. I don't watch hockey. No. I'm so glad I found Doug and TD. What would we do without you, Doug? Thank you, Talk AFC Dolphins. I appreciate that, bud. We should all make 10 more YouTube accounts to help you get to 30K. Well, then you got to watch. The subscriptions are fantastic. Getting up there in subscriptions makes my heart explode with happiness. But you got to watch. Watching the videos and hitting the thumbs up on the videos is what helps the channel grow and helps me do this full time. If you don't watch the videos and they don't get any traction, I don't make any money, and then I can't do this full time. When they're winning, don't bet on them. Doug, keep up the outstanding video content on the Dolphins. You are the best YouTube. Thank you, Andrew. I greatly appreciate that, bud. Jackson, Kinley, Skura, Hunt, Eckenberg. That's exactly how I see the offensive line, Mark. That's exactly how I see it. Hey, Doug, why do people and the media like to count out so fast when Josh Allen had worst rookie season through 10 touchdowns, 12 interceptions? I guess because Josh Allen was running around like a crazy person throwing deep ball passes, even though his accuracy was garbage. So he had it that everyone keeps talking about, but he too had a better rookie season. Max with the $5 donation. Who earns the running back one spot, and how will this affect Tua and the O-line's performance? Who will have the most rushing yards, Tua and Waddle? I think it all depends on scenarios. If it's 3rd and 1, you're going to see Malcolm Brown in there if they're going to try to run it in for a touchdown. I say Gaskin will have the most rushing yards. Better not be the quarterback. But thank you for the donation, bud. Is your dad a Dolphin fan? Yes, sir. That's why I got this. I got this for the love of the team and because in tribute to my dad. Don't get me started on the chat sports guys. Been with you since the start of COVID. You put out great content. Thank you, One-Armed Bandit. I appreciate that. I try my hardest. I tried my hardest to make you guys as entertained as possible and informing you guys. Would you ever be cool with having some of your subscribers hop on the live with you, homie? It would be cool to do that and chat fits. Yes, I was supposed to do it in this video, but I had technical difficulties and couldn't get it up. Pause. Oh my God. Oh. You know they make a pill for that, right? Oh God. I think that deserves another 8 thumbs ups. Let's get this to 300 for me just being just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Just edit that out. I can't, Dominic. It's a live stream. Hit that thumbs up because I'm an idiot. This is what you get, right? I love talking Dolphins. I try to give you some factual information, and I try my best to make you laugh because I'm a big dumb. How many touchdowns Waddle having, boys? Let's hear it. Let's say 9. I'm gonna say 9. Who disliked this? Probably somebody who's a Tebow fan. I might have rubbed them the wrong way. For that, yeah. My dog. What? Zach Seiler is mad underrated. Yes, he is. Sealer? I say his name wrong. Or you're a UF fan. That's true. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. I think next Saturday I'm going to do this again. I like hanging out with you guys on, thank you, Max. I like hanging out with you guys on Saturday night or nighttime. I hope this is a good time for you guys to hang out after 9 o'clock, after the baby goes to bed. I'm going to fix the little technical difficulty I had. So next live stream, you guys will be coming on with me and we'll chat. Ask me a question. We'll chat for a few minutes. I'll bring somebody else in. We'll do a revolving door. So hope you guys had a blast. I had a blast hanging out with you guys. It's always fun. But Monday's video, we're going to be talking wide receivers. I don't have Wednesday's video planned yet, but I'll see you guys Monday with the breakdown of the wide receivers. And if you're a member or a Patreon, I'll see you Sunday night once it's done. So if you want to join the Patreon, it's in the description. And if you want to be a member, hit the join button right next to the subscribe button. But other than that, guys, love you all. You guys make my night. And I love chatting with you guys. Like usual, stay classy. Fins out.